All right, Vaughn, I'm ready, yo.
Down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Yard line. And he stopped immediately there. You call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on 1st down. Officially a gain of 5.
To the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The tackle made by Miles Jack.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ball carrier.
Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they'll keep this on the screen to Mostert. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
A 42-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. Well, all offseason, probably a lot
Nick,
of fun.
you got injuries on, dummy? I thought you said you was leaving them bitches off. What's going on?
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
first down throw, Tannehill. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Clyde Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
A gain of on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 16 yards, a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
With the score, Buccaneers 3, Saints nothing.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
Marquise Brown, 39 yards. As the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
And the score, Buccaneers 10, Saints nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
7-yard pickup. Brings up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Derrick Henry. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now here's a deep shot that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
At the 21-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now. It's Henry, and they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they'll have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy always a nice luxury.
Good boys going in the office.
Not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. So the ball position now at
What
the
up,
3.
duck-ass
Here's
nigga?
2nd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snags it from the pick, and he will bring us all the way up to the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
37-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up.
Now this time Murray to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got it in, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And what a return as he brings us one all the way back to the 25-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if you're starting through 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
To throw, it's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Tampa Bay.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kyler Murray scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Courtland Sutton as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camp. Do you remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This is it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Shit, you know Joe Biden already know the whole crew and shit.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively.
That's Trump, nigga. How be
Just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Marquise Brown was the intended target. Second down.
At the 25-yard line.
I mean, you gotta think of how rich Trump is, though, for real, for real.
To throw again. Murray. Campbell making the catch. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Bobby swinging there. Oh, that shit, Michelle. Ain't no first lady shit.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Ain't no first lady in this motherfucker, first ladies.
It's running for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the running back for Jordan Hicks. And brought down as time is now run out.
Oh, Connor.
Half of action.
He didn't.
Oh, man, where you step on that, man? Where you step on that?
That was me. I should have just ran the fucking pill, though.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 12 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That was the veteran Jamie Collins busting through to make the stop.
35-yard line.
13 yards remaining on second down. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
A gain of 10 yards.
Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number one.
3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will have the first down as he's brought down near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's a man who's now 3rd all-time in rush yards, Frank Gore. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
8-yard line.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mostert. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
We love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Evans, 54 yards. And the Saints are back within a score.
Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the 3rd quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, you know, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Excellent job on the keeper, 20 yards and a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL.
Fucking trying to do
bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running.
But if I do that, everybody call me a kid. That's what I don't do this, bro.
This inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Tampa Bay.
Now Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure you get in shape.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Raheem Mostert, 27 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, it's Tannehill. Got a man open, it's Sutton. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing. As begin the fourth quarter of play. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now it's Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's held in by Lee Smith. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds.
Dummy.
Down around
What the fuck is going on right now, yo?
Big play there for the Saints. 49 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And he's brought down. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mostert. Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. A lane there to run as Mostert able to get about 7 there on 1st down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because he's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Now 4th down.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And Yarrow now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 31, Saints 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Hey, Nick, watch your fucking mouth, dummy.
What the fuck you
The
talking about?
Saints
Ain't nobody
offense
said
on the
nothing to
field
you.
ready to
All right,
get
all right,
their
all right,
drive
all right.
started.
You making sure, you making sure.
A long drive, but not just that.
Oh, they take. Oh yeah, you buns run the fuck
Do
out.
they stick with
You
it?
just almost got stuck.
I mean, they giving this nigga too much phony shit on offense. I can't risk it, yo. I can't risk it.
Why would you change anything? They've got to be confident
Oh
about
God,
what they're
you seen that
presenting
shit?
and continue to do so.
Because the second
I mean, that shit made up for that phony ass touchdown them niggas gave him, yo. I don't care what niggas say, yo.
And no big plays by
Man,
the
that
defense to
shit.
knock
They
the ball
pushed
away.
him up and he still didn't get it. That what I'm saying. That shit.
Tannehill now to throw. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson.
Hey, you know it's a trait
Able to
that
slip across the 35. 11 yards there. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The flags will come in. I think this is against the Saints.
Yeah, Derrick Henry got that shit, and Zeke, fucking Zeke. Why the fuck do Zeke got it? What the fuck Zeke doing to deserve that shit? Hell no, Nick Chubb don't got that shit. Yo, better than Zeke.
1st and 15.
Sure.
Now it's Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because
stay here.
we're used to that
I'll be
with
trying to
maybe a
figure out why
quarterback
they
with
need
less
to be
experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a
Yeah,
million
where's
years.
my
But here we go.
Give me that goddamn.
A loss of a yard there to start
Who you
out.
talking
That
about?
leads to a 2nd and 11.
That's how
Once
we do.
again, it's Mostert. Oh, he's got some
They can
breathing
do
room. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
You gonna have to pop
Get an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's
I
get
ain't
to the
just
post-game
gonna
press
get
conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be getting a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man.
That nigga has mentioned my